Originally, we started off as a workforce development centre in 2014, which was part of Skilling the Bay. And the focus was on providing career support for retrenched workers and their families. What we found is that it wasn't just those people that needed our support. So we see pretty much everybody now. And what's happened is we've been rebranded as the Skills and Jobs Centre. And now we're looking after not just the community, but also the students too that come through as well. I am nervous, listen to me, that's terrible. Next. Okay, so I thought I'd just introduce you to the team a little bit, because sometimes it's nice to know, who's there and who you're sending people to. So I'll start at the back here, which is Jodie. So Jodie has been at the Goodin for a very long time. She's also worked in employment services, and she's careers qualified as well. She's really amazing in terms of her connections through the community, so that's what she looks after most of. Erica is an advisor, but she's also a really fantastic facilitator and writer of programs. She's unfortunately off work at the moment, but she's done a fantastic program called Workwise Women, which we're loving, and that is specifically for vulnerable women who maybe are experiencing a bit of transition in the workplace. Christina is, she's the queen of admin. We don't know what we'd do without her. She just organises everything for us. Tracy, she is a career counsellor, but she's also started off all our social media over the last week. We've now got a fantastic blog and Facebook page, and LinkedIn will go up within the next couple of weeks as well. Robin deals a lot with our sort of industry relationships, and she's come from a background in teaching and was also a career counsellor at Deakin University. And me. I've also come from Deakin University, but now I'm with the Goodin, which I absolutely love, and feel very privileged to work with all of those amazing women. And Sharon, who a lot of you know, she's our big boss, as we fondly call her. Okay, so really I just wanted to talk about some of the people that we do see a lot of at the moment. They're probably the same people that you're all seeing a lot of as well. So we're seeing a lot of women who are returning to the workforce and need a bit of confidence building or don't really know where to start. We are seeing a number of new immigrants, retrenched workers, obviously, and their families still. A lot of mature age job seekers who are really struggling to find their place, and our students. We're also getting quite a few referrals, obviously, from different community groups, which is great, from the Goodin itself and backward. And we're working as well with employers and recruitment agencies a little bit too. Okay, so because I really don't like doing this sort of thing, despite the fact that I do it all the time, what I've decided to do is actually run through a bit of a quiz with you guys instead, so that we can maybe start to discuss some of how we do things or what sort of topics we might talk to individuals about. And I've left my questions behind. Sharon's going to help to get you all motivated. So she's got chocolate, and it's close to lunchtime, so we're hoping this will work well. So what I'm going to do is run through a little bit of a quiz, because these are the things that we help people with, and see if you guys can come up with the answers. Okay, so I know that David talked a bit about jobs in the area. So healthcare and social assistance is the number one growth industry in Geelong. What percentage of females employed? What percentage of employees are female in this area? 80%. Ooh, we've got two really close. According to my stats, close enough, I think. So yeah, around about 84%. Okay, now I'm not sure which comes first, but also what percentage of the roles in this area are full-time? What percentage of roles in this area are full-time? 2%? Probably feels like that sometimes. On a Friday, it definitely feels like that, doesn't it? How much, sorry? About 30? Yeah, 44%, around about 44%. Okay. Okay. Okay, who can name 2 details you shouldn't put in a resume? Oh, whoops. Oh, go on.
Your age?
Yes.
And your marital status?
Yep, well done. Is there anyone in the room who would still put those details in their resume? Yeah, okay. The reason is you're giving people to discriminate against you, and as sad as it is, and as much as people shouldn't, they do. Yeah, so that's why we advise against that. What are 4 job search strategies a person can use to find work? You're not going to be hungry, you're not going to want lunch. Okay, no, let's talk about that though. You're sort of, you're kind of right. Well, but that's right.
Again, back to the female workforce, it's the old boy network rather than the old girl network.
Yeah. Look, I think that's what networks have sort of come out of, is what is considered to be the old boy network. But these days people make their own networks as well. Everybody has a network, and that's right. Networks are really how people find jobs. What else is there? That's 1. So what are 4? Oh, yeah, you'll be good at this. 4 strategies for finding work, for job search. Yep. Social media is a good one as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And cold calling. Cold calling, when we talk to our customers though, we don't really talk about cold calling as much as we do warm calling. The only reason is because people get a bit afraid of the idea of what cold calling means. And when we talk about warm calling, we're talking about actually calling on people after you've done a bit of research first, knowing a bit about them rather than just turning up cold.
Who was cold calling?
You can use Seek or the Geelong Careers App.
Yes. That's great. Yeah, absolutely. You can use Seek or any sort of online app. Geelong Careers is fantastic for local jobs, no doubt about it. Okay, so that's 4, well done. Okay, so which of these are most important when deciding on a job? Money, security, location, the size of the organisation's values, or work-life balance?
All of them. Isn't that dependent on the individual?
Yeah, it was a trick question, well done. Of course it's dependent on the individual, but a lot of people have trouble trying to work out what is most important to them when they're deciding, and so that's one of the things that we help them with. What percentage of job openings are not advertised? Close. Okay, they say that these days around about 80% are not advertised, which is a lot. So that's, that getting out there and actually approaching people is really important. Okay. How many jobs will most people have over their lifetime?
5, 12, 7, 12.
Okay. So, oh yeah, may do. I haven't actually broken it down by gender. Yeah, it probably does too. Yeah. Look, they say that somebody at the moment, the average person at the moment, will have 10 jobs before they're 40. I can honestly say that I've had more than that before 40. Yeah, and actually sorry, I'm not a stable employee. That's not valued anymore, that stability.
It depends on who you're employed by. 10 jobs before when?
40. Yeah. But, sorry. If only. You retire when you can afford it. Okay, so our youngest workers are probably going to have around about 15 before they turn 40. So that's quite a few. Okay.
What about after 40? Is there any stats after 40?
Oh, look, there are stats after 40. I just haven't got them with me at the
So
moment.
that would slow down, wouldn't it?
No, not necessarily. Well, not necessarily. And in fact, I wouldn't think that it would in my... Well, yeah, I think... I'm not sure what the average would be. I'd have to look it up, to be honest. And it would vary a lot from person to person, that one, I think. Okay.
It comes down to the problem of being able to fund long service leave.
That's one of those things that's going out the door really quickly, though, too, isn't it? Okay, so this one is probably a little bit harder. Is there anyone in here who knows career theory a little bit? No?
Karen.
Oh, do you? Okay. You might be the person for this. Yeah, this one's for you. Planned happenstance. Does anyone know what planned happenstance is?
Do you want to say that again?
Planned happenstance. You can probably use the words to try and work it out a little bit. Happenstance, yeah. Oh, sorry, Kiwi accent.
I'm just going to translate. This is job number 7.
Sorry.
When you put yourself in a position that something might happen.
Yeah, that's pretty much right. So planned happenstance is a theory by Cromboltz that works really well, I think, for today's job market, because everything's uncertain. A lot's about, social circumstances and what could be. And what we try to do is work with planned happenstance in mind, and that we try and teach people to be persistent. We try and teach them to be adaptable. We try and teach them to make the most of opportunities that they didn't expect, or to look for opportunities, when they don't expect them. And that's what planned happenstance is about, because change is huge at the moment. And so I think we get another chocolate over here. And that's the end of my quiz. So I'll just okay. So I'll just quickly talk to you about what's on in terms of what we do. Obviously, we do career counselling. We talk to people about employment opportunities, as well as about training opportunities. What we're finding at the moment is probably, and I heard someone else mention this too, is that we're getting a lot of people come in who are just, I don't want to hear about training. I don't have the money to do that. I just want to find a job. That's. Can you help me with that? And we're helping a lot of people with that, which is great. So one of the things that we started doing are an employment transition workshop series, which you can see there. So we do a standout applicant workshop, which is really all about personal brand, how people can utilise things like LinkedIn and other social media, how they can articulate their skills in lots of different areas. We do a crafting an effective resume. A lot of people still really struggle with how to write a resume. We look at the hidden job market. So, that's the stuff that we were talking about before. So where to look for roles and interviews. And we're also just about to start a workplace jargon buster for sort of young people who don't really understand all the acronyms or what is going on in a workplace, and some of our new migrants as well.
That's actually not restricted to young people.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We've been asked to start that one by a group of young people. Okay, and the Workwise Women program, which I sort of mentioned before, we had our first session of that last Tuesday, and I was actually away from work for the day, but I think about an hour after it had finished, I had 4 emails from 2 from facilitators and 2 from women talking about how amazing it was. So, we're really, really happy with the way that's going, and we're going to carry on, I think, doing that every couple of months. So it's really just to help women to make sustainable choices around careers. Yeah. Sorry? No, it does. It does go down further. So yeah, absolutely. We're happy to. We've talked about this a little to a couple of people, and we're happy to travel as well to work with you all. But obviously there are some costs involved in that. Yeah. Is anyone else?
Will Tanya get a chocolate if she gets it right?
I get 2.
So Tanya, you would come out to the houses, for example, if
Yep.
it was about wanting to run a session on resume writing.
Yep.
The houses could negotiate with you, you
Yeah.
would come out and run those.
Yeah, we would absolutely happily come out and run those. Yeah.
Would you run those at employment agencies? Or?
Would we run them at employment agencies? No. With employment agencies, what we're saying is, actually that's not true. Before, what we've had is we had a situation where an employment agency sent us a whole group of people and we ran it with a public one and it didn't work very well. So we can absolutely book out a whole session for an employment agency. Whether we would come out to you would depend on our resources at the time.
So if we had a group together, we could
Yeah,
organise.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
What sort of charges would that be? Like when they
Look,
come out to an open house and do something like that?
for us it would be merely about cost covering and that's all. So it would just really depend on the cost to get there and get back. And that's
So
about
you're
it,
just
yeah.
talking transport?
We're really just talking about transport.
Per
It would,
hour?
look, there might be some cost depending on how many staff we've got at the time, just to sort of cover their time back at the centre, but to be honest, that's not likely. Yeah.
You could also embed it in a pre-accredited course so that you can have an element of the
Yeah.
Tanya came out as part of that process. So that's something to think about too.
Have you updated, we hand out the World Workforce Development Centre booklets all the time. Have you updated those or are you still using the same?
We've got these lovely cards here that are in front of you. They've got the services on one side and then the workshops on the other side.
We're handing out
A booklet. Yeah. Yeah.
Because what, look constantly because...
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, most people that have a really poor resume don't actually recognise it as a really poor
I
resume.
know.
And so it's just a really good way to break that barrier down to actually highlight in a really nice way that actually what they've got is clear and clear.
Yeah. We haven't rebranded those at the moment, and there are some changes that we'll make to them as well, just to make them a little bit better. But yeah, we are planning to do them again. Yeah, absolutely.
Go on,
Yeah,
please
just
get a
look.
box of those.
Yeah, give us a call and we'll organise that for you. We do have. Yeah. We do have as well over there, we've got a little transition checklist that might be interesting to you as well. I think it's quite a good one for people to work out what their needs are. Yeah, great. Any other questions? No? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for inviting us.